Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Wednesday, October 25th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. It is week 43 of 2023, and in my neck of the woods, it is currently 64 degrees with a high of, go figure, 75 and a low of 54. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my broadcast. I'm here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles and laughs, pretty pictures, and whatever else happens to happen during the broadcast. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. That's always fun. And welcome to my Facebook peeps who will be watching this broadcast after the fact when I download it to my Facebook group, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Glad to see everybody. Glad you could make it. Whether you watch me live or watch me Memorex. Oh, it works out. Okay. Let me just finish the setup thing here. There we go. All right. So during my broadcast, I always color a duet piece. And what that is that's one of my books from, one of my books that I've published. And what I do is I give it away, the duet, so that you guys can pace me and color with me and learn some new techniques or just watch the coloring of a pretty picture. So this is the piece that I've just released, and in order to get this, you need to get it from my Facebook group, and that's, of course, the Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. You can download it, and then you can color this puppy with me. So we just finished a piece. Oh, let me find it. This is from Picture Mandala's Jubilee. This is the one we just finished. And the fun thing about this piece is the idea is that we have a fairy here who's touching a lady with the wand, and the lady is starting to turn the same color as the fairy, the blue and then the blonde. So that was the idea. So she's transforming, and then of course the other lady will eventually be transformed, but we're not there yet. So I was demonstrating how I was doing the different things on this piece, including coloring things like the black and the brown hair. Hello, Dorothy. All right. Hello, Sandy. Okay, so we're going to be working on the duet. And then the other piece that I'm working on is from Pop Manga Coloring Book, Camilla de Erico. Let me pull out. And I'm working on the little girl in the butterfly chariot. And I've been slowly working my way through the butterflies. I had also done this side, of course, obviously, Went with the gold turquoise. And last night I decided to add some chunky, it's called chunky glitter. And what it is it has different sizes of glitter right in the bottle. So that makes it look really pretty. So I will be working on this piece as well. All right. So yeah, I think we've got some good things to do. All right. So let me grab my scratch paper. Hey, Linda. Hello, Linda. Hello. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Michelle. And hello, Wally. Linda, Michelle, and Wally. Always watch as a group. Linda, how is Melissa doing? Okay, I gotta grab a paper towel. Hold on one second. Okay, I work with half sheets of paper towels. Michelle and Wally say hi. Well, hi right back at you. See, you get double highs tonight. Michelle, what do you think of the witch pictures? Aren't those cool? All right, let's get focused here. Let's get focused. There we go. All right, so I always recommend, Melissa is feeling much better than yesterday. Thanks for your prayers and for asking. You're welcome. Okay. Oh, she likes the witches. Aren't they cute? All right, so let's go ahead and get some flesh colored pencils. We want a light, a medium, and a dark. All right, let's pick out these. Now, remember when you're coloring, general rule is, oh, there's a good medium. Okay, light, medium, light, medium. And a dark. General rule is that you want a light, a medium, and a dark. It's like coloring grayscale. So let me sharpen here. Hey, Sandy. I'll say hello to Sandy again. Okay. So I'm going to start with this lady right here. Now, you might be tempted to color all the witches' faces and hands the same color, but I'm not going to do that. Linda, has she been to the she's been to the doctor, obviously. What are the doctors saying? All right. So we're going to start with our light color. This is our base color. And I'm going to pop right down and get the base color on the hands. Excuse me. She had a bad flare-up of her paroxysmal SVT. Oh, she had a lot of chest pressure and pain. Okay. So what you're telling me is it was a flare-up of a condition that she's already has. All right. And now the doctors have it under control, I'm assuming. Okay. Now, guys, skin is not difficult at all. And for those of you that haven't done skin before, if you download the picture and color this with me, you'll see what I'm talking about. Excuse me. Okay, so there's our light color. Now we're going to start adding our shading and our shadowing. Here's our medium. And these are areas on the face. Looba-dooba-doo, so glad to see you. Looba-dooba-doo, so glad to greet you. Looba-dooba-doo, I'm glad you're here tonight. Luba's working on getting her setup under control so that she can broadcast on YouTube how to color in French. Okay. Looba-dooba-doo. Gallery Glass is it's a brand, and what it is you apply it to whatever to create a stained glass look. You can get it in different colors. Oh, it's funny. It says don't shake or stir. That's really weird. Make small hole in a tip. This is a new bottle. Clean up while wet with soap and water. Dries in 8 hours. So it adds a sheen. That's the point of it. Looba-dooba-doo. All right, so we've got our medium. Now I'm shading right now, and these are the areas on the skin. That have the natural folds in it. So Luba, should I tell everybody what you were teaching me the other day? And Luba, are you getting your setup put together so you can broadcast? Okay, and now Tabernacle. Luba was teaching me how to swear in French. Okay, now we're coming in with our darkest color. And this is where we're shadowing. And this is where you're seeing the shadow that you have from the edge of the face, for example, under the hair. And along the edge here. So check out now how the darker colors are giving us this sense of roundness and depth. So we're going to put a little bit underneath the eye. Nah, I'm not going to repeat it again, Luba. Oh, Linda, you said that's funny because that's not what you thought. Yeah, she was teaching me. We were on a FaceTime call because I was helping her with her setup. And it got to be kind of late, and we got kind of silly, and Luba got really silly. And she got a little frustrated with a few things, and she was saying some words. And I made her tell me what they were, and then she was teaching me how to do it. Oh my. Okay, now we've got a little bit of our neck here. And I was laughing. Oh. Yeah, we both got a bad case. We weren't just giggling, we were like laughing. Okay, guys, check out how this is taking place, or this is shaping up. I told her, I said, I'm going to tell everybody that you're teaching me how to swear in French. What was really funny was when she was saying the words in English with a French accent. Oh. Okay, guys, check out how cool our witch is looking here. Isn't that adorable? So Luba is working on doing instructional videos in French, and then she's posting them to YouTube. Okay. Oh, Luba, thank you. I don't know if everyone knows, but ILene, she is a heart on two legs. Oh. Thank you, Luba. I try. Okay. So check out now how I'm doing the shading. With our darkest pencil and staying near the edge. Okay. And again, on the darkest, this is what adds your depth, dimension, and detail to the piece. Because remember, when the human brain looks at a darker area, it registers as shadow. Oh, how ridiculously cute is that? Let's pull out. Isn't that adorable? Okay, so that's how you should be looking. So Luba, your adventure hasn't really started yet. I have to try to do a nice job on video. ILene is teaching me, but she's a pro and I'm not. Luba, just be yourself. What did I tell you about that? Oh, isn't this adorable? Hold on a second. Okay. Okay. So now I'm using my light pencil again. We're getting that blending in. Check it out. So this is what your piece should look like. Who's coloring this with me tonight? Again, this is free. This is a free download in my group, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick on Facebook. I've got to grab a tissue. I'm sorry. All right, Miss Linda, good. All right, you're going to hear me in the tissue again. Hold on. Okay, next set of colors. So now I'm going to work with some green. So you want to pull out a light, a medium, and a dark green. Now think about skin colors here. All right, that's a pretty good set here. Let's see how dark I want to go with that. Light, medium. Now remember, when you're pulling out colors for grayscale, you can do more than 3. So I'm going to do our young lady on the right here. Luba, are you going to color this piece? Oh, this is already looking cute. Now this is looking already a little more scratchy than I want. So I'm going to take a blending stump and smooth this out. And let's go ahead and get the hands done with the base color as well. Not tonight for sure. You have to wait. Oh, on your ink, you were supposed to receive it today. Okay. But you didn't, so now I'm coloring a picture you already printed a week ago. Okay. But maybe you will. And once again, I'm going to use my blending stump. Now, once you get your base layer nice and smooth, you'll be fine for the rest of your coloring. This is why on the base layer I spend extra time making sure that it's well blended. Oh, this is going to be ridiculously cute. All right, let's go back up to the face here. And now I've got my medium, so I am shading in the features of the face. This is where you're going to color a little bit underneath your eye. For example. We'll define the nose area, that little C right there, and the backward C over here. And I'm going to add a little bit of a chin line. We'll finger blend that. Any questions about that? And then I'm going to blend that just a little bit. Okay, let's go to the hands. Now notice how I'm adding in my darker color, that the center here gets lighter. And of course that's what we want. That's your base color. And this is where you're starting to see the dimension of the hand. See how that's showing up here as well? A little bit of blending stump, not much. Just enough to smooth that out. And then I'm going to come back and use my darker color, and this is where I'm going to stick right to the edge. I decided to go with a little darker green than I had initially selected. And check out here how when we start to add this right next to the edging, this is where our features really come to light. And when I talk about shadowing here, I'm just putting a little shadow, for example, underneath the hair, next to the hair here, and then along the edge. And that starts to make the face look rounded. Check it out. Anybody have any questions about what I'm doing here? And I'm going to add just a little bit of this darker green in that little C area here between the eye and the nose. We'll define around that nose just a little bit. Blending stump. Smooth it out. How cute is that? All right, let's work on the shading on the fingers here. Got my medium color. I put that on earlier, and now I'm going to go with my dark. Look at the difference between the two hands, between here and here. Isn't that beautiful? And then blending, blending stump. Now I'm not moving my blending stump very far. See, I'm just doing little squiggles with it. Just little pushes with it. So I'm not going back and forth, I'm just putting it on and I'm just moving it in tiny increments. Okay. I'm going to go back to my first face a second. And I'm going to use my medium pencil to shade in that little C direction. See that between the eye and the nose? So I'm going to emphasize that. Our lighter color is on the nose. And then I'm going to come in with my darkest flesh and just define, see how I'm doing that? The letter C on this side, a backwards C on this side. And once again with my blending stump, put that on there and just move it a little teeny tiny bit. See how I'm doing that? And then I'm going to put an upside down U on that chin. All right. Any questions? And then I need to put a little bit of a darker color at the base of my nose for the nostril. There we go. All right, let's pull out and take a look at these. Now, it looks a little wonky close up, but when you look at it in normal viewing distance, look how beautiful and cute that looks. Any questions or comments? Okay. So I'll set all my skin colors aside because, of course, we'll end up tweaking a little bit. Now, the main thing I want to point out is regardless of whatever the skin color is, the process is the same. All right, now I'm going to pop over to this witch here, and I'm going to go with some browns on that. Brownish red. Let me pick a nice light brown. Okay. Hello, Heather. Is actually my cinnamon color, my Faber-Castell. Heather, good to see you. It's been a while. This is from Cutie Halloween Jubilee, Volume 2. So here's my base color. You are welcome. Heather, are you going to print it out and color with us? All right, so that's my lightest color. This weekend, where can you get the image by itself? In my Facebook group. I posted it. I made the announcement last night that this was the new duet. Okay, blending stump. Yeah, that would be great if you could color this with us. All right, so there's our light color. Let's go back up here. Start in with our medium color. Put a little bit of a chin line in there. We'll color our area between our eye and our nose. The letter C, a backward C. We'll add a little bit underneath the eye here. Then we'll come down on the neck. We'll shade underneath the chin right there. And then we'll start working on the hands. Now remember, the shading, I'm not doing my shadowing yet. The shading is the step that brings out the lighter portions of whatever you're coloring. So these knuckles right here where you want it lighter, that's where you color your shading around them. Everybody understand the concept? Now, I do this demonstration once in a while. I want you to look at my hand. Let me pull out a little bit. Notice with my fingers bent, everything is smooth, right? And basically, pretty much one color. But then when I start to extend my fingers, you start to see the darker areas, which lets you see the shading and the shadowing, which lets you see the skin folds better. see this? So bend my fingers, everything goes away. Straighten my fingers, you can see the folds of the knuckles really well. Any questions? Gone? Depth. All right. All right, let's put a little bit more in here. And then I'm going to use my blending stump. Again, I'm not taking broad strokes with it. Just a little bit. Kind of like I'm erasing. Okay. So let me pull out. And let me grab a little bit of water. Okay. Now let's work in our third color. Let's see, I may change this up a little bit. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to come in with a pencil. It's called Terracotta, and it's actually a PC 944. And it's going to give us a reddish tint. So notice how I'm working on the edges and bringing the color in a little bit. Now, you've got to be careful when you bring in a Prismacolor like this, because with it being so soft, sometimes you can get some chunky buildup. So that's the one caveat to using this color, this brand. All right, let's come down to the hand. Again, we're edging. And if you have any buildup, smooth it out with your blending stump. All right, let's get this other hand. Let me clean up a little oopsie here. And then my blending. And I'm just going to define the area between my eye and my nose just a little more with my darkest color. Okay. My pencil has decided that it's going to break its tip off. And then my blender. And again, notice I put it on there and I move it about 1/8 of an inch. All right. I'm gonna clean this hair off a little bit. Any questions or comments? All right, I'm still going to do a little more shadowing right underneath here. So I'm taking a 4th pencil, which is a darker brown yet. And I'm working that area right next to the hair. And right next to the chin line and cheek line. And of course, when I put that line on there, that shadowing, I'm going to what? Blend it in. Guys, no streaks on your coloring. And you'll really see the difference when I pull out. Now, guys, all of this, I'm going to put some lines in her neck. I'm going to age her a little bit. Let's play with that. So I'm going to add a couple of lines underneath her eye area. Now remember, you're going to blend those in. You're going to smooth it out. Check it out. Finger blend. And then I'm going to use my lightest skin color to go over these lines that I put in. To make them look more natural. What do you think, guys? And then I'm going to use a little bit of ivory to highlight in between my aging lines. That's Faber-Castell 103. Oh, Heather, you're back. Okay. Yeah, do me a favor, Heather, when you leave and then come back, you know, tell me that you're leaving and then tell me that you've come back. Okay, and then we're going to play with the mouth area just a little bit. And then I'm going to use my Faber-Castell 103 to soften those lines. And they'll look more natural. It looks a little weird close up. See, I'm running that Faber-Castell 103 actually in this case right on top of them. We're going to soften those lines a little bit. They're there, but you don't want them looking super harsh. Okay, Heather, did you find the image? Now we're going to add a little bit of age lines on the hands. And again, my Faber-Castell on top and in between. And what that does is it blends the lines in. Oh, you did find it. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm having too much fun with this. Ah. Okay. And what self-respecting witch doesn't have a mole? So I'm going to take my pen and add a mole on the skin. Boy, we really aged her up, didn't we? You guys just never know what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to put some age spots on the hands. Now, be careful when you do that because your ink has to dry. And the reason that I say that is because you're putting the ink on top of wax, which are your pencils. So if I were to touch that ink, it would smear, and we don't want that. We want it to dry. All right, let me pull out. What do you think? Hey, Kathy. Kathy, I just aged up one of my witches. I'm going to put my Faber-Castell 103 on top of my age lines just to soften those a little bit. Yes, this is from my Cutie Halloween Jubilee Volume 2. I'm going to put a little brown on this eyebrow. Having way too much fun doing this. Luba, are you still watching? Okay, a little more Faber-Castell on top of these, my darkest wrinkle lines. Remember, guys, you want it to blend in and look natural. Okay, next color set, purple. I'm sorry, I lied. Blue, blue, blue. She says, yes, ma'am, it looks funny and it's fun to hear you laughing. All right, are you guys learning something? Luba, I'll tell you what inspired me to age this one witch is I'd been looking at your postings. And your witches look absolutely terrific. Now, the grayscale already had the crinkles in there, the wrinkles in there. I wanted to show you how to add them when they're not there. Now you know. Okay. This young lady is going to be blue. Yeah, today's the 25th. I know that Wally's getting excited because he and Linda and Michelle go all out on Halloween. And Wally was putting together the bags to hand out at the door. Linda, how many sets of bags did Wally? I thought for some reason 125 comes to mind. Was it that many? Got a little bit of blue here in the eye. Okay, so we got the neck. Now we're going to do the fingers. Okay, here's our lightest blue. And then our medium blue. Let me go back. You can actually see on the face here and on this piece where the light grayscale is for the medium blue. Oh, so Luba, I don't know if I completed the thought, but when I saw your colorings of the older lady with all the wrinkles, the witch, it looked really phenomenal. And that's what inspired me to put our wrinkles on this lady here. Oh, look how cool this looks already. Well, Luba, thank you. You know I don't pay false compliments. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. Linda, how are you doing following along with us? Oh, Sandy, you're coloring along too. Excellent. Well, you guys are learning how to easily put wrinkles in something. Okay, so there is my light and my medium blue. Linda, Sandy, are you having any problems at all? Okay, then my dark blue. And our dark blue is going to go where? Right next to our edge, right? This is where we're putting in the shadowing. This is where the hair is shadowing the skin. Now, I thought this picture would be particularly good for you guys to watch this to show you that you can do skin colors, different colors of skin. And that you do it just like you're doing your normal skin. Oh, you got another one of the engraving art. What's the image, Sandy? Okay, our darker blue around the outside of the skin. 2 dogs in a basket. Oh, how cute. All right, check it out. Darkest blue on the edge, blending stump to keep everything nice and soft. Now remember, no harsh lines. Guys, what color do you want me to, what skin tone and color do you want me to use on the witch to the far left? Okay, let's do our other hand. So now we're shadowing in our color on the outside. To give it that round dimensional look. Sandy's thinking a cream color on the left. I was thinking purple. Luba, what color would you make the witch on the far left? All right, I'm going to add a little bit of a chin line here. We can do that. All of us do it a different color. All right, there's where we are so far. All right, hold on, water break. Luba, how far do you want me to zoom out? This far? Oh, Luba's thinking yellow. I really like that idea, Luba. Cream for the light part and yellow for the dark. I will do that. Linda, you're going to go purple. Luba's thinking yellowish. Sandy's going to do a cream color as well. We can do that. Orange is definitely another option. How cool does that look? Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday to one and all, says Maggie. Maggie just loves to sing her way into the room. Okay, let me pull out. Maggie, take a look at what we did, at what we're doing with the witches. Dorothy, you're here tonight, aren't you? Yeah, Dorothy, there we go. Dorothy, you drive me crazy. You're so quiet. Okay, so there's our cream. Dorothy, you're just watching, okay? So, Dorothy, does this picture interest you? Okay, medium yellow. Oh, Maggie. Russ is feeling really cruddy. His ears are hurting and stopped up. Ah. Come on, let's get focused here. Oh, Dorothy, I completely forgot that. I'm sorry. You told me that last year. Thank you for the reminder. Sorry about that, Dorothy. My bad. Okay, Luba, we'll see you in a few minutes. Yeah, I don't like the creepy, scary Halloween, really. Oh, you haven't gotten your printer fixed anyway, and you're puzzled about what's wrong. Oh, sorry you're having problems. Okay. And then I'm going to come in now for my darker color with basically a goldish color. Dorothy, is it something, what's going on? Is this just not connecting? Just not printing? What's the issue? Okay, so we're adding our outside shade. Which is actually the shadow. And that's what gives our face the roundness and the dimension. And then we'll work down the neck. And then we'll come down on the hands. Same thing, our darker shade or darkest shade towards the outside. It's not printing or copying. I put one of your pictures from your mandala book in the printer and it didn't copy, and I can't print either. We'll read the instructions tomorrow. Okay. Have you turned it off and left it off for a while? Its little electronic brain may have just gotten scrambled. Okay. Now I'm going to do the inside where my eye is. And we'll add a little bit of shadow underneath the eyes. To give it dimension. Yeah, sometimes really a major restart would work, and by that I mean you turn it off and you leave it off. For anywhere from a good 15 minutes to a half hour. Woo! Excuse. And then a finger blend works beautifully. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kathy, Linda. Yeah, that's another suggestion, is you uninstall and reinstall the app. If you haven't done that. Okay, guys, what do you think? Okay, tissue again. It got so warm today I had to take Vicky's little coat off. Oh, excuse me. Boy, my chair creaks a lot. Any questions or comments about what we've done so far? Oh, Sandy, you were able to get the new Prisma pencils that replaced the lilac and lavender. Cool. Okay. Let's play around now with our you got them separately from Blick. Oh gosh, excuse me. Oh, welcome back, Luba. Luba, let me show you what we've got. Luba, is that what you had in mind for the yellow witch? Is the yellow too bright, or do you like it that way? Oh, you like the yellow that way. Okay, cool. That's what I wanted to know. You like it this way, but maybe I would be darker on the little fingers. We can do it. And then a little bit of cream to blend that in. Now, Luba, would you also add the darker color to the face to balance it out, or leave it as is? Let me know if you want me to darken the face as well. Luba, do you want me to darken the face the same way? Maybe a little bit. Okay. Now, guys, this is where I talked about using more than 4 colors. Okay, so we've got the face darkened just a little bit. And of course, I'm going to make sure that I blend that in. Okay. Yeah, I like it a lot better. Thank you, Luba. I just wanted to make sure that I colored it the way that you had in mind. Oh, and while I'm at it, let's go ahead and put in our little C right there. Right? We always do that between the eye and the nose. So we go from the top of the eye down the side of the nose. And I'm going to finger blend that. And we'll put in our little chin here. Is everybody on the same page with me in doing this? Oh, love it. Miss Heather, good night. Now, I want you to notice that all these colors balance out beautifully. We have 2 similar shades here. And then the blue, the green, and the yellow look great. I love our old witch. I think she turned out really well. All right. More tomorrow. So again, this is Pop Manga Coloring Book, Camilla de Erico. And last night, I was working on the butterfly wings, two things. Worked with the turquoise and the purple. And I want to show you how the glue has dried on our chunky glitter. So now you can see how this glitter is sporadically placed on the piece. See it? I didn't do a solid coverage. So check it out. You couldn't really see that last night because that glue was still wet. But now you can see it. Okay, and then last night, when I went to color over my segment here on the butterfly, I couldn't quite get it covered because some of the glue had gotten on the paper and I couldn't get the color to stick to the paper, and it made it look like it was like this. So what I did is I continued that pattern all the way down the piece to make it look like it was deliberate. And sometimes you just have to do that. Luba, which gold are you talking about? The gold color of the butterflies or the glitter? If you're talking about the gold that I colored, I used a light brown, a medium brown, and then yellow. Okay. Let's do our next butterfly. Oh, the glitter. Luba, it's a product called Chunky Glitter, and it has different size glitter pieces in the bottle. Let me show you this. Take a screenshot And it comes in different colors, and it has different sizes of glitter pieces. Oh my gosh, excuse me. So yeah. Well, it says holographic. The HOLOGRAPHIC. Holographic. So it's got the different colors. It shines different colors. It's pretty neat stuff. Here is another color. You can see the different sizes of glitter. And you can also see that when I turn it in the light, it sparkles different colors. It's pretty nifty stuff. Even the silver, here's the silver. Check it out. No, it is not glue. I had to use glue and then put the glitter on it. Okay. It is dry. It's dry, Luba. It's just different sizes of glitter. It's dry glitter. And I just used some Elmer's washable school glue gel. Good night, Kathy. Kathy, give John a hug for me. Better yet, give him a kiss for me. Give him a hug and a kiss. Okay, let's continue with our butterfly here. So I'm going to start with my blue here. And I want you to notice that I'm putting this blue next to the turquoise here to create that color shift. In other words, I'm going to be using turquoise on this wing here, but I didn't want to put the turquoise next to the turquoise on this other wing. So that's why I'm using blue to put it in between. So there's my blue. And then I'm going to pop in a turquoise. Oh, I forgot to give Vicky something. Hold on, guys. Vicky. Come here. Okay. I forgot to give her her joint pill today. So there's a medium blue. I'm sorry, turquoise. And then I'm going to use a medium blue to blend into that. Now, notice that that light blue is really in contrast to this darker turquoise, and we've got this line right here. Now, on a butterfly, it works. But I'm still going to blend it out so that the turquoise seamlessly blends into the blue. And notice that I'm just getting lighter and lighter with my turquoise as I merge into that blue. And then I'm using my lighter blue to soften that edge. How pretty is that? Oh, Linda, welcome back. Okay, then I'm going to use my dark blue, or I should say the first blue that I put on here, and do this little ridge. And then I'm going to go back. I think what'll look really cool is the light blue. And I want you to notice that I'm back blending into that darker blue, and it's pulling it up into my lighter blue. Check it out. And then back with my darker blue around the edge. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, now I'm going to follow the same pattern on this other, on the other wing. I think these two belong together. And then I'm going to start with my dark blue here on the bottom. So there's my darkest blue. Here's my turquoise. Now remember, we got a color around our little fuzzies here. and then my lighter blue. And then my lighter blue on the outside here. And I'm going to add my darker blue on that ridge. Get that in right now. Okay. Back to my lighter blue. And I'm actually going to add a little bit of white to lighten up this one edge. All right, let me pull out. Check it out. So now we've got these two wings done. Now I'm going to play with this a little bit. And these are the kinds of things, guys, I want you to think about. See how this turquoise comes down and goes back up? So it goes back up into this turquoise, which is again part of the same wing. So I'm going to continue that turquoise up to complete that swing. See it? So we've got it up, down, back up again. And these are the types of things I want you to think about when you're coloring. Don't I drive you nuts? Okay, let me pull out. Doesn't that look cool? So again, we had a high area, a dip, and back high on the same wings. I thought that was pretty cool. Any questions? Okay, I'm going to call it an evening because we've only got 5 minutes left and I really don't want to start up into anything. Boy, tonight just flew, didn't it? Oh, wait a minute. Don't go away yet. Don't say goodnight yet. I noticed an area that I missed on this wing. Here's our area here. Next to our turquoise. Okay, now we're in good shape. And yes, the glitter really does make it come together. You can really see the difference between this glittered and this plain. Now, don't get carried away with it. That's why I wanted to make sure that you understood that when I put this glitter down here, it was sporadic application and not solid lines. All right, let me pull out. I'm having too much fun with this one too. Okay, so tonight we got this Pop Manga coloring book, Camilla de Erico. And then from Cutie Halloween Jubilee Volume 2, we worked on the different colors of the faces. And not only that, but I went ahead and I aged one of the witches for you. So you can really see the difference between the ones that I didn't age. And I think it looks pretty cool. Okay, guys, this is ILene Vick for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Guys, joyous, joyous coloring. Love on each other, that's what we're known for. I hope you learned something. I hope you had fun. And I'll see you tomorrow night, same time, same place, and we will continue with our projects. Love you guys. You know I mean that. Take care. Bye. Au revoir.